What's going on, everybody? I'm going to take a look at Steve and critique him today. Um, he's doing sumo double overhand. He's 5'6" and doing 515 for a triple here. Um, Before we get started, two most important things in lifting, period, is one, the protection of the back, and two, how you disperse your energy through the lift. Okay? So just looking at his setup, okay, let's go forward, go into him getting actually ready to lift. It's about right here. All right, two most important things. First one is lower back here. Obviously see his back is rounded. Two is his foot. You really can't see, well, I can see it. His foot here has daylight showing underneath the heel. Okay, so going back up, you don't want any daylight on the heel. All right, we're gonna go back to the back. What you want is this back to be more rigid. Don't get me wrong, it is okay to have a slight rounded back up top. The upper back, lower back needs to be straight and rigid for the protection of the spinal cord. And going back to the bottom, reason being for the daylight in the feet, which is dispersing the energy, is because these knees or the shins are too far forward. So the shins right now are, let's see, there, but they really should be let's see, it really should be hold on 1 second. They really should be here. All right, which will put the knee hip relationship about right about right about there. So that's about where he should be. Okay. Um, with that being said, that puts everything in alignment to the where the rear delts would be directly over the bar, and the bar actually should be the midfoot or slightly forward, but it should be closer to the midfoot. So that's where his body should be, with the green line and the blue um, rigid back. So that's where we're at with positioning. Now, looking at the lift, I'm going to go ahead and play it um, real time so you can look at the lift. And just notice his movements and what's going on. All right. Back to the beginning. Now, with his positioning, the lower back being rounded, the knees being too far forward, which um, allows pressure on the front of the foot instead of dispersing throughout the full foot. What'll happen is, as soon as he starts to initiate the weight, you'll see everything go back. You'll see everything goes forward. Okay, there's a couple reasons why everything is going forward. Like I said, the knee placement. If you think about track and field, when you're in your starts, okay, the more forward your shins or your knees are pointing, that's the direction you will go. Okay, depending on your proportion, how low those shins are determines on which way you're going. Okay, so right now his shins are too far forward. Instead of going straight up, which a deadlift is going straight up, or supposed to go straight up, he goes forward in the initiation of the weight. Okay, so once he goes forward, all right, that leaves pressure, all the pressure on the balls of the feet. You can see more daylight here underneath. Okay, more daylight there. So once you're on the balls of your feet and you continue to lift, you shortchange the drive in your hamstrings and glutes to lock out. Okay, so about right here, you have no more drive to straighten out that body. So what'll happen is this back will be shooting back. The hips will no longer shoot forward, which leaves the legs stuck about, oh, let me go back, stuck about right here without finishing that total knee lockout there. Okay, so let me go back and put it right directly in his hip to his feet. Out there. So you can obviously see there's soft knees, knees slightly bent. Okay, which is not that bad. I do believe when you're lifting, you don't want a relaxing joint lockout. But this is obviously a soft knee because of the work of the back, where the legs are maintaining the weight and the back is actually doing the function, or trying to do a function that it don't supposed to or can. So that's where we're at. Now going into the second lift. Going down. Same thing. It's just going to get worse as the lifts go on. You definitely can see that daylight getting worse there. All the weight is here in the foot. Like I said, which leaves the leg stopping about right there and the back shooting backwards. No movement of the hips, all back. And once you try to lock those hips out by moving that back, those knees bend even more. So there's no pushing up with the legs, just maintaining the weight. Okay? Erase this. Undo, undo, undo. So the finished product, which should be in alignment, but not. So the back is here while the legs are doing boom, boom, doing that. Everything should be in a line. Like that. Up. Like that. Alright. Hope y'all got something out of it. What he needs to do is straighten that lower back. Put the pressure, disperse the energy throughout the whole foot instead of just the front of the foot, or not just on front and the back of the foot, so all the way through the foot. The more traction you have on the ground, the more power you can generate. So foot staying flat. In order to get the foot flat, he needed to straighten that back and bring the knees and shin back just a little bit more. Okay, and then push up through the lift and push hips forward. Okay, so that's the things he need to do to fix this lift. All right, later.